Okay, what I'm talking about today is drawing, because most people have a completely wrong idea about what drawing is and how it works and what do you do with it and why do you do it and how do you best approach learning how to draw. And so what I have here is a whole stack, and I can't go through all of these, but if you guys want to step a little closer, you can get a close look. These are all student drawings. These are not my drawings. These are my students. This is all stuff that was done. This is 1995. This is 98. So these are old. I've kept, and what I do is
Yeah,
that,
they're really creative.
yeah,
On the mapping of the highlights within the scribbles to make it a gesture drawing.
yeah. It's just, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that, as you'll see, in relationship to these and this. And so I'm just going to flip through them so you guys can see a range of different approaches. This is Ligia. Remember Ligia? Did you ever meet her? She was from Romania.
But as a student of Richard's, to be able to just gesture and draw is a great way to loosen up as an artist. Because everybody and their brother kind of says, oh, I'm not an artist, I can only draw stick figures and whatnot. But if they actually freed and moved their hand and felt a little something, they would come a lot better.
And you can see that one of the big things is just to get them to do this and learn how to move your hand with some consistency. And there's a lot of it everywhere, and many of the techniques. And this is the guy who did that drawing, 100% deaf, but he could follow my instructions better than anybody in the class. Whenever I demonstrated, I'd have him sit there, I would sit here, and he'd have an interpreter here. And I finally told the interpreter, stay out of this. Just let him watch what I'm doing, because when I'm drawing, he has to keep turning to you according to what I'm saying, and he's not concentrating on this. Let him do this. He'll understand me. And he did. You'll see another drawing by him that is just absolutely fantastic. These, I would tell them, okay, you're going to do just upper halves or lower halves. And I'd assign them. Everybody gets a particular view. And I said, you're going to get 3 views, and we're going to create a composition. This is an upper, that was a lower. And I said, what you have to do is think about where's your eye level in relationship to the figures, and make them so that some of them will come forward, some of them go back, and create a composition. Oh, this is fantastic, and that's 2008. I taught from 87 to 18. This one has got a really good sculptural form, that vibration in it. And this one, Trent Berglund, he was one of 2 students that went to the Art Academy in Pasadena.
I love those highlights just mapped out like that.
Yeah, he was super smooth. This one looks like it's made of clay.
Yeah.
Eileen Van Gossen, she was really good, but she had been an illustrator before she came to my class, but her drawing got a lot better.
Is that you, Mr. Serros?
No. This guy was really a muscular
Yeah.
and very good model, and he was living with a friend of mine in Manteca.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See, this is very loose, and you can see where it started out. It's just a little bit of an under drawing, but very, very loose. Don't worry about it. This is a copy of a Peter Paul Rubens. And then probably one of the most academic, everybody did these, where you use a paper stomp and lay out the drawing with just loose charcoal. Graphite. And it's about study of light. These are my drawings now. And these are all of the drawings were done as demonstrations. I never produced drawings except for demonstrating to them, this is what I'm looking for. And so these are all, that's 1995, that's 1990. 1990. I was very strict with them, and sometimes I think I was too hard on them, but they learn. And you can see that from my drawings and their drawings. And this is one I did at the Academy in Florence. That's different kinds of charcoals and cantes. And this one, we just had the guy laying there, and still turned him into the fall of Troy. Yeah, it could be looked at like that as a, yeah, it does. I worked on it for about 45 minutes in class, and then I took it home and finished it without any models. And that's what I'm going to get into a little bit here about how I work things. This one, 97. And I never took a course in drawing until after I started teaching. And this one I did just a month or two ago.
That is very
This was just to do a little warm up. I don't know. No. Because this is kind of related to that. But anyway, what I wanted to do is not get too caught up on all of this stuff, because this is kind of the end product of what you learn as you're going through all of this, and get to something like this. These are drawings, one by Leonardo da Vinci, and this other one by Jenny Saville. And this drawing, which is 97 by 72 inches, it's big. But it sold last April for $1.8 million.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just a bunch of sketching. Now, this tradition started back here with Leonardo da Vinci. And da Vinci's idea was, you first just get charcoal and you rub it down and you make a few darker spots, light spots, and you let the thing just build by itself, and then you keep looking at it until you see what's there, and then out comes something. And that's what I was doing here. Now, I went to school at UC Santa Barbara and I studied art history, and my dissertation, I'm a doctor in that, is on Leonardo and his teacher Verrocchio. And so I was very interested in how they came about to think about what drawing is. And so I started doing this sort of thing, and then from that developed ideas for, point-to-point drawing, which are kind of standard things, gives you size, structure, form. And so I started teaching my students, first thing is concept, then think about the space, then about the structure, then the form, then the detail. Most people jump to detail way too soon. And they start thinking about, well, what's it going to be? Well, it doesn't quite look right. You don't have to think about those things. And so that's the way you start to draw. By first kind of make a mess. This one started with these lines. And then from that, I started to see the figure, and out he comes. How do you draw? You're a drawer. Right? They're just ideas. And you see how it was just like that, just moving a piece of Kante, and then from the Kante out comes little figures. And because I was doing all this study of form, I had to learn how to sculpt it, think about it as sculpture, and that's what you see in all of this. So
we had to learn our anatomy as well.
Oh, yeah.
To get these hips correct, to get our proportions correct, to know how the body part would work in a certain situation. Sometimes you can't see the other side of the foot, but you need to know the skeletal structure too.
No. Now, these two are painting. This is a painting. It's about that big. So this is a, but that was done exactly like this, by just making lines, and then out comes the figure. This one, the same thing. It's just an abstract. But at a certain point, I saw a beautiful ass right there, and I said, there it is. This is the figure, and out comes the figure. This drawing, this painting, I did in conjunction with Leo and Frankie. They had canvases this big. We stretched 3 canvases. I told them, you're the poet, you do something on nature and the poetry in nature. Frankie, you're a realist, you do something on our understanding of reality. I'm a conceptualist. I'm going to do something on concept. So I said, I'm going to paint on your paintings, but you don't touch my painting. You don't understand what I'm doing. And so I asked them questions. What are the things you do wrong that we say, don't do this, don't do that? And the first thing was, do not put the focus of the painting in the middle. So I drew a circle on my canvas, and I said, there's the target. And what's the next thing? Don't divide the composition in half. So I drew a line down the middle, and I went from there to there. Said, there's the second thing wrong. What's the next thing? Don't mix styles. And I said, it's okay. We're going to put cubism, realism, classicism, expressionism, minimalism, everything. And I started just listing off things. And what's the next one? Don't use black isolated. And I said, okay, I'm going to put black right here. And that's the only place in the composition that black was used. All the rest of it is blending colors. And so it was just that sort of thing. And we just kept going down the line. And then the next day I came back and I drew this whole figure just the same way, just making lines, and then out comes this figure. The next day I did that one. The next day I did this one. And then the whole thing started to gel. And then it comes together.
And oddly enough, one of the more experienced and notable landscape artists came in here and dictated everything you just said. Because that's really well technically done. It's a great painting, but
everything's wrong.
he's like, that's shit in the center and all that.
And did you tell him that was intentional?
It was kind of an informal barge-in kind of interview thing, but it's fun to see that come full circle.
Yeah, because it's real. It's real. And anybody who understands composition will know. You don't do that. So anyway, I have some paper here that I started making some sketching on. And so what I would do with my students is say, I would make one of these and simply do it by taking a pen and laying it out. And sometimes I would just look away and just do this. But there's a rhythm to it, and there's a way of understanding that there has to be curve, straight, broken line. There has to be different ways of creating a composition. And so I have on the other side some that I did in pencil, and that was done with this B pencil.
You guys should squeeze in a little bit. It's fun.
It's
watch this one.
the whole idea is just to get you to loosen up your head, because most people they want to do that stick drawing, and that'll kill you every time. We did assignments where we had to outline and be perfect all the way around, and then we had to do contours all 3-dimensional. But if you hold the pencil like here, and I used to tell them, stick the pencil right in here and hold it like that so that you can control the amount of tension on the thing. And then when you do that, you can get some very interesting kinds of lines. And so you do a drawing, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just making lines. What do you see? Come take a look at it.
Leaves.
Maybe a possible torso.
No, this is figure drawing class. This is figure drawing class. We don't do no
Organic
leaves.
is organic.
Yeah, it is true, because when you look at a leaf, it's got those kind of curls to it. There it is. What do you see? Do you see anything of a figure there?
Shoulders.
Where? Right here. Is it? How do you see it?
I see this line as a butt cheek.
A butt cheek. Okay. A butt cheek leading to shoulders.
No.
Okay.
Going up. So
Okay.
That's going to be up in here.
Okay. And you?
I see kind of a head and arms holding a child. Here.
Head, and the head is here,
Yeah.
and a child is in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a goodie.
Okay. You seeing it?
Yep.
I see a man with his arms.
Yeah. That's the way. That's the way you draw. That's the way. And until you can get to this, all of the measuring and learning about proportions and muscles and all that stuff doesn't mean anything. This is like understanding fractals because you're looking for relationships in planes and in form and in light and shade.
It'd be fun even just to do the house dog. You know, I just draw on watch TV.
Do you see anything there?
Pick out something. Yeah.
Say a leaf.
A leaf.
She saw it again. She is weird like that.
They're all over the ground.
What do you see this time?
I do see Daisy's fur.
Oh, hey.
This is a torso right here and maybe a thigh or something right in there.
A torso up here and a thigh right here. Okay. And you? Hmm?
I see somebody laying on their back.
Somebody laying on their back. And where? How so?
That
At what?
looks like navel area, stomach area.
Right there.
Yep, head
That's the
area
able.
up here. Yep, laying on
That's
their
a
back.
nice tag.
Okay. And you?
Couple. This is the woman, and her body's this way, and then she's being held by the guy right here.
Oh boy. Oh boy. She's saying, I see it. I see that.
And even though this is a drawing exercise, this can be applied in painting as well. Through washes
And it-
and scuff
yeah.
painting. Just picking up, because you're just looking for that little hint to take off.
Oh, this is getting close to erotic, isn't it? Or are they just dancing? Okay.
Hey, I like that.
See, it doesn't take, we'll just put his back leg here.
I've never seen it two-person.
And her body is going to come out. And then she's got both of her knit legs bent back, and he's kind of spinning her around. The problem with doing this kind of thing is that the minute you start seeing it, and you start forcing the thing, then it gets lost. And I'm drawing upside down, and it doesn't matter because you don't think about that. Okay, anybody want to give it a try? Come on. What are we doing here?
I'll give it a try.
Do it.
Okay, Leo. I'm going to give you a brand new, this is good, expensive Bristol that I just bought yesterday. Make a
I
mess.
can't treat it with any.
And then I want to see you do your leaf. How have you been?
Good, how are
I saw you at the meeting last, and
you? Yeah.
you look kind of.
Everybody told me that.
You did. You did. I was
Oh,
said,
maybe.
she's so bummed.
Oh, no.
And then you were just gone.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I My kids wrote home and I didn't want to stick around. And
Oh.
I hate those meetings and I'm like expected to say stuff.
Bellies, heads.
What do we? That's almost like the Jenny Seville that I was showing. It has those kind of lines in it.
All right.
1.8 million, Leo.
180.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how much it costs?
That's what that drawing sold for. Oh. And this was sold at Christie's. $1.804.5 million.
I'd like to sell one of those. It'd be a great cut.
How much money could they be worth? It's crazy. But there it is. Let it get away from those same edges. Yeah. As soon as she's done there. I was surprised I could still do it when I tried it yesterday and this morning. But, well,
So anyway, we got a woman with her arm back.
I like it.
Yeah, the head. I tried to go with and then I tried to bring the leg in between. I didn't know
thank
if I
you.
could pull it off, guys, but something happened.
Yeah.
I hadn't done that since I'd been in his class.
Would you like to try it?
It's free flowing, moving.
It's a cathartic thing. But you got to make the pencil dance.
All right. We'll give it a shot.
Okay? And it's not this,
Right.
and it's not
Yeah.
this. It's
All right.
feel it. Yeah,
Stick
stick
it
it
right in
right in there. And then hold it with three fingers. With three fingers, like this.
Like that.
Pinky out when in doubt.
All right.
It all comes into play.
Like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just kind of look at you.
But make it bounce, make it jump, make it pop, 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 pop. There you go. You keep doing. More force. Give it more force. More force. More force. More force. Don't be a punk. There you go. There you go. Okay, now stop. Now look at it. You were going a little too fast, but that's why they're very long, and this was too much consistent contact. Yeah, yeah. But you were getting some. A place like that jump right there was really good, right in there. Now, do you see anything? See this. You see how this one is like this one?
Yeah.
Because that's you don't know what to do or how to do the jump. And it's like dancing where all you do is do this. Right. And so there you go. You feel in the pop?
Yeah.
You need to get the pop. You need to get it. You have to change weight. You need to do different kinds of things with the pants. But that, and I would.
More dashes there, but I see what you're saying. You just kind of.
You let it go, and your brain will see it because your brain is controlling that to create forms. So anyway, that's enough. Okay?
Awesome.
Thank you.